Hey everybody, welcome back to Wrestling Rants and Reviews. I am Big Mike and this is episode 92. And let's get this out of the way once again. Rest in peace, Macho Man. I know we've all heard the news. I already made a video. Once again, rest in peace to the Macho King, the Macho Man himself, Randy Savage. Also, I want to say sorry to all my subscribers and everybody else that seen my video earlier. Fucking talking about the YWC and telling them all I kind of flipped them off this morning. This really wasn't my total intention. I know it came off that way. Like I sounded like a whiny bitch. I really know I did. Talking about views. Talking about how fucking drama's better than wrestling shooters. You know, just something that got to me and I'm sorry. I'm going to stop fucking whining about it. You know, like I said, I'll be here whether I get 1 view or 100 anyway, so it doesn't matter. There's only 2 reasons why I really made that video anyways. One being to get suggestions. You know, what's wrong? What am I doing wrong? Am I doing anything wrong? You know, it just makes me feel with the lack of views that I'm getting that I'm not being as good as I once was. And I'm not saying I was great. I've never been great. But a lot of people come to me and tell me that I'm good. You're so good. You're so knowledgeable. You're good. You know what you're talking about. But it doesn't seem to pay off. But that's fine. You know, it doesn't matter. That's why I did it. I wanted suggestions, and I got a few. One of my loyal subscribers and a great guy. He gave me some pointers. He gave me a lot of fucking pointers. So it made me really feel like I really do suck. But I'll be taking those into consideration in my next few videos. Just got to work things out. And my second reason was because the title itself, I really think, is what generated views. You know, I told you guys to fuck off. You wanted to see what it was all about. You know, so I think, like I said, maybe I gotta come up with catchier titles and fucking it all the time. But I don't know. But enough ranting about it. I've done enough. I just wanted to say sorry. The video is still there, but I don't know if I'll keep it up. I shouldn't be worried about it. I shouldn't be garnered about views. You know, just sometimes it hits home because, like I said, you hear you're doing so well. Oh, you're so good. I like you, man. You're good. Well, if I was so good, then what the fuck? You know, but anyways. Doesn't matter. I've just been down and out the last couple of days. Like a week anyways, just with life in general. But that's neither here nor there. But the reason why I'm making this video right now, it's Smackdown review. That's right, it's a Smackdown review. And I haven't done a review in a long time. I wanted to get away from them because everybody does them. You know, but maybe it's what I need to do again. Get back to my roots, get back to the old school stuff. So here we go, Smackdown for May 20th. The results in review is in. So we started off Smackdown, Christian versus Sheamus. Pretty decent match, actually. I had high hopes. Like, not high hopes. I knew it was going to be a pay-per-view match, but I knew it was going to be good, and it wasn't nothing short of good. Christian can have a good match with just about anyone, and so can Sheamus, I think, being a good heel that he is. They had a pretty good match to open the show anyways. You know, a lot of people don't understand, but opening the show, that's as much, there's as much importance to opening the show as it is ending it. Because it sets the tone for the whole show. And they did a good job at it. Winner by DQ was Christian when Mark Henry interfered. For a while, it was a 2-on-1 beatdown. Mark Henry and Sheamus were beating out Christian. Orton slowly made his way to the ring, you know. Maybe let them get in a few extra boots on Christian before this Sunday. You know, but he eventually made the save. Next up, we had Ezekiel Jackson. I believe it was his turn. He came out, talked a little about making an impact on SmackDown, joining the core, being released from the core, or being booted, or leaving. You know, and it just set up a 6-man tag with him and the Big Show and Kane versus the rest of the core. And you know what? It was not a bad match at all, really. It was pretty good. Told a decent story. You know, it's a good lead up to what's going to be Ezekiel and Wade Barrett at Over the Limit. And I just don't get how, even though Ezekiel Jackson's no longer with the core, how he can be befriended by Kane and Big Show just like that, because he just kicked the shit out of both of them. You know, his body slamming them both and doing whatever. And now he's best friends with them just because they both ate the core. You know? But it is what it is. Next up, we got Brie Bella versus Natalya for the Divas title. Pretty good match for what it was. Natalya brought the best out in Brie, and I think it was good for her to do so. Made Brie look pretty good for a women's champion or Divas champion. You know, however, Brie was over. She went over. She beat Natalya, and we expected Karma, or at least I did, anyways. You know, for as much as we've seen of her, I expected her to come out and do something, but she didn't. And but it was a good little match for two of the Divas there. It's good to see Natalya. Always a treat to see Natalya. After that, it was Chavo. Chavo came out, you know, had a few choice words for Sin Cara. Said that he could beat Daniel Bryan in under 5 minutes. Sets up the match for Daniel Bryan. There's a timer for 5 minutes. You know, it was a pretty decent match for 5 minutes. It was hold for hold, counter for counter. Pretty decent match. Chavo kept thinking he'd have Daniel put away. But Daniel Bryan, he called him Daniel. But Daniel Bryan would always have, you know, a reverse or a counter. Or he'd be kicking out, and he just made it past the 5 minutes. Which eventually we've seen Sin Cara come out. And because Chavo started to beat down Bryan a little bit there. And after the match, Sin Cara comes out, makes his leap over the top rope. Gives Chavo a Hurricane Rana, and that's the end of that. And I don't know if there's going to be a match for sure at Over the Limit. But I think there will be. And that'll be good. I think it'll be a good match. Then we have Ted DiBiase come out with Cody Rhodes and a couple of his henchmen with the paper bags. Pretty good promo, actually. I love Cody Rhodes right now. He's one of the best heels, and I've been saying it for a long time. If you go back and look at my reviews and whatnot, Cody's really embraced this whole gimmick. You know, right from being dashing to when he got disfigured and hiding his face and being kind of semi, you know, retarded about it. You know, and, you know, playing the mental part of it. He's doing really well. Now, I'm really not sure what they're going to do with Ted DiBiase, but they put the bag on Ted DiBiase, and he said his name was Corpus Christi, and that's exactly where they were. They were in Corpus Christi, and he's like, why do you got the bag on your head? Because I'm hideous. You know, kind of, you know, and stuff like that. And anyways, he goes on to fight Trent Beretta in a pretty quick match. Kind of a squash match. You know, Trent Beretta, he had a little bit of a shine. You know, a little bit of a shine. Looked like he was going to have a comeback, you know. But all in all, it was a pretty quick match. Ted DiBiase wins. And Trent Beretta, hey, he got some airtime there, Goonie. 420 Goonie, you know, that's Trent Beretta's homie there, you know. You know, Goonie watches the Superstars just for Trent Beretta. He's a little bit of a fan, I would say. You know, so there you go. You got some prime time, if you know what I'm saying. And that just leads into the main event. Main event was Randy Orton over Mark Henry. Same idea as the first match with Sheamus and Christian. You know, it was a good match for what it was. Randy Orton and Mark Henry. Two of the most boring guys out there, you know, but they made it look good. Again, Orton wins by DQ, and Sheamus interferes, blah, 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 blah. Christian took his time getting to the ring, yada, 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 and makes the save, and that's it. That's the end of SmackDown. So, yeah, all in all, pretty good SmackDown. If I had to give it rank it out of 10, I would probably give it a 6.5. No, I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a full 7, I think. Wasn't bad. I like SmackDown. It is the wrestling show. I've been enjoying it for months now. Maybe even a year or longer. It's been that good of a show. For you people that don't watch it, watch it. You know, it may not have your John Cena's or your, you know, your big name people that you like, but it's good. It's definitely a good show and has been. So give it a shot, give it a chance, and that's that. Until I see you again, I'll see you on the flip side.